Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today I have an absolutely amazing theory that links Ascension, the old Call of Duty Zombies map from Black Ops 1 that you probably haven't played in forever. That map is going to be linked in this video to DLC 3 in Stalingrad, and why Nikolai, not only Nikolai, but the entire group, why Primus is going to fail. Now, I want to give full credit to this theory for Techno Shadows. He is the one who came up with this thing. This is full credit to him. And not only did he come up with the theory, but he actually supported this with in-game evidence, which I think is the most important thing to kind of substantiating and proving a theory. So, full credit to him. Let's go ahead and get started with this theory. Now, to get started with this theory, I want to remind you guys about a few things. The first of which is Ascension and what the Easter egg was all about. Now, in Ascension, you basically arrive at the facility, and the entire Easter egg is about you freeing Dr. Gersh from the 115. He's basically being tormented by Samantha. He's stuck in there, and he more or less has just been assimilated and absorbed into the 115. And this is not a good thing. This is not something that you like. You lose your body completely, and obviously he was being tormented by Samantha the entire time while she's just basically sitting there laughing at him and loving it the whole time. So, the entire Ascension Easter egg is all about you freeing Dr. Gersh, and at the very end of the Easter egg, Takio says, "I hope, in turn, you free someone else who needs it." And basically that direct quote comes out of Takio, and it is the last thing that you hear kind of Easter egg related out of the Ascension Easter egg. It's one of the few lingering things that's left in your mind after you free Dr. Gersh from this just absolutely terrible place. And that's what Takio says. "I hope in turn you free someone else who needs it." So now jumping forward to Zetsubo no Shima, we got this cipher on the ceiling, and this was a huge callback. We haven't heard from Dr. Gersh since Ascension, and it was just kind of like, what the heck, why are they bringing Gersh back? This is absolutely awesome, but why would they be bringing him back at this point? And when this cipher was actually solved, it all made sense that they're basically bringing him back because it is talking about Stalingrad. So let's go ahead and read what this cipher says when it is decoded. "My name is my name. My name? Oh yes, it is Gersh. How long have I been floating? Minutes? Years? Where now? I guess I can forgive Yuri. I quite like my new form. Where am I now? A city on fire by a river. I know this place. Finally, I am home." Now that quote just absolutely kicks you in the feels. He's basically just been this formless being floating for minutes, years, where in the world, he doesn't know until he recognizes it. A city on fire by the river. I know this place, finally I am home. What he is referencing in this quote and in this cipher is Stalingrad. Now, Stalingrad is the location of DLC 3, so I hope you guys are staying with me. Basically, Gersh has been trapped in the ether. He was trapped in the 115 and was just stuck there. He was floating around. He was freed, and then all of a sudden, he's just sitting there floating above a city on fire by the river. Whenever he was freed, he is this formless being looking out on his home, and it's just kind of like, whoa. He didn't know how long he's been floating. He didn't know what happened, but now finally he is home. So now let's think a little bit about the other DLCs. So we had Dempsey and Takio that were trapped. Basically, Dempsey was kind of trapped in this rocket ship being sent up to the moon. We had Takio who was trapped underground and experimented on. We can only assume that Nikolai is trapped as well, and we have to free him. Now, if you think about what has just happened and why Treyarch has just given us this quote of Gersh appearing over a city by fire, the last thing he heard was, "I hope you in turn free someone else who needs it." This kind of puts together the theory that Gersh is the reason that Primus is going to fail. Primus is not going to just continue out their plans. These 2.0 characters are not going to carry out their plans because basically in saving Gersh all the way back in Ascension, they basically sent him forward in time. We don't know how long he's been floating, but now it is sometime in the future. We know it's in the future. He's been floating for minutes, years. He doesn't know how long, but now he is in Stalingrad. It's in the future. Treyarch is just giving this brand new information that he is there, and now it has the possibility for him to be saving Nikolai. Now, Techno Shadows made another great point, which is another quote that is said on Ascension after the Easter egg is complete. Dempsey says, "I sure hope that was a good idea," to kind of foreshadow maybe that it wasn't such a good idea. They saved this guy, but then their 2.0 selves the plans are ruined by the same guy that their 1.0 selves saved, which is kind of a crazy idea, but it's honestly another thing. And the last piece of evidence, which I have to give a shout out to Klojack, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but another Reddit user pointed out he basically said the quote, "The formless one will be their downfall," is also further evidence that Gersh will screw everything up. The formless one will be their downfall. Guess who's formless AF? Is Gersh, floating up in his weird state that he's been freed from Samantha, but he's not necessarily freed from the ether yet. He's still in this formless state. And the quote from the cipher that we got was translated to be, "The formless one will be their downfall. Premise is going to fail," basically, and this just further backs this theory up. So again, huge shout out to Techno Shadows for that. I want to know what you guys think, and I thought this was such a well-founded and really good theory. Maybe this is my first theory video on what's going to happen in a future DLC since Black Ops 3 has started. That's how much I like this theory. So I want to know what you guys think. This would be kind of like a curveball that Jason Blundell is throwing us. We think this is going to happen, like boom, we kill the first guy, boom, we kill the second guy, boom, we kill Takeo, and now we finally get to Nikolai. We think it's all good and dandy. We're just gonna kill Nikolai, and this is where it all gets ruined, and that's what sets the stage for just an incredible DLC 4. So I want to know what you guys think. Either way, if this theory is true or not, I really think it's really cool how we can make these connections in the game. And I want to know if you guys think that this is plausible or not, if you think this is going to happen. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you guys have enjoyed this theory, be sure to leave a like. I'll leave links to everyone that I shouted out in this video in the comment section or the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate you guys watching, and peace out.